Hello everyone, I am Professor Santosh Nandal. Today we will discuss about the second part of poverty, types and measures of poverty. In this we will discuss because in the previous lecture we have discussed about the concept of poverty. Types of poverty, there are two kinds of poverty, one is absolute and the second one is relative poverty. Absolute poverty, what does it mean? It refers to the state of severe deprivation of basic human needs. Relative poverty, it defines contextually as economic inequality in the location or society in which people live. Absolute poverty, we are talking about the total number of the people who are living in poverty, and the relative poverty, we are making the comparison. Now the measures of poverty, there are various measures of the extent of poverty. One is the head count ratio, the poverty gap index, and the third one is the skewed poverty gap severity index. The head count ratio, what does it mean? This head count ratio is most widely used for the measurement of poverty. It simply measures the proportion of the population that is counted as poor. Proportion एक हिस्सा हम लेते हैं इसके अंदर. हेड काउंट रेशियो इज इक्वल टू नंबर ऑफ द पीपल, पुअर पीपल divided by total number of population. So we can get the head count ratio. What are the weaknesses of this head count ratio? We will discuss. It does not take the intensity of poverty into account because it is taking only one portion, and the survey does not indicate how poor are and hence does not change if people below the poverty line becomes poorer. मतलब जो लोग एक गरीबी रेखा है, जो उसके नीचे मान लो किसी की 87 इनकम है, गरीबी रेखा के नीचे मान लो 86 वाला है, 84 इनकम वाला है, तो दोनों के बीच में कोई बहुत आपको अंतर नज़र नहीं आएगा उनकी इकोनॉमिक कंडीशंस के लिए. लेकिन यदि नीचे जाते जाएंगे उसके अंदर 76 है, 70 है, 50 है, तो वहाँ पर दोनों की जो लेवल ऑफ लिविंग के अंदर कंडीशंस के अंदर क्या है, अंतर आना शुरू हो जाता है. द पॉवर्टी एस्टिमेट शुड बी कैलकुलेटेड फॉर इंडिविजुअल्स इन द हाउस होल्ड, बिकॉज in the household one is suppose in one job, another one is engaged in agriculture sector, so their income group is totally different. But if we estimate the poverty in the households, then what will be, we are taking the total income of the family, but the condition of the one individual, suppose one is engaged in the agriculture sector, her or his condition that may be different, who has the permanent income, the serving or has the opportunity to get the jobs or employment. What is the significance of it? We will discuss it. The most common method of measuring and reporting poverty is the given as the percentage of the population that is below the poverty line. We are talking about the head count ratio. One of the undesirable feature of the head count ratio is that इट इग्नोर्स द डेप्थ ऑफ पॉवर्टी, गहराई को, जो पॉवर्टी की गहराई है, अभी मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले आपको एग्जांपल दिया है, उसको इग्नोर करता है. इफ़ द पुअर बिकम्स पुअरर द हेड काउंट रेशियो डज नॉट चेंज. तो यदि इनकम मान लो, अभी मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया था, इनकम मान लो यदि 87 है, यदि मान लो 50 तक चली जाती है, तो ये वो हेड काउंट रेशियो उसका नहीं बदलता है. द पॉवर्टी गैप रेशियो प्रोवाइड्स ए क्लियर picture or the perspective on the depth of poverty. The poverty gap index. The poverty gap index is the measure of the intensity of poverty. It is defined as the average poverty gap in the population as a proportion of the poverty line. The poverty gap index is the improvement over the poverty measure. Head count ratio, which simply count all the people below the poverty line in a given population and considers them equally poor. मतलब ये जो पावर्टी गैप इंडेक्स है, ये सुपीरियर है किससे, हेड काउंट इंडेक्स से, बिकॉज हेड काउंट इंडेक्स है वो डेप्थ ऑफ पावर्टी को नहीं मेजर करता है, और पावर्टी गैप इंडेक्स के अंदर कि वन इंडिविजुअल से सेकंड इंडिविजुअल के बीच में, दोनों के बीच में पावर्टी गैप कितना है, इस इंडेक्स के थ्रू हम जान सकते हैं। द पावर्टी गैप इंडेक्स एस्टिमेट्स द डेप्थ ऑफ पावर्टी बाय कंसिडरिंग हाउ फार ऑन एवरेज द पुअर आर द पावर्टी लाइन, कि पावर्टी लाइन के नीचे जितने लोग रहते हैं कि वो कितने पुअर हैं, क्या क्या उनके लेवल ऑफ इनकम के अंदर अंतर है, तो पावर्टी गैप इंडेक्स के थ्रू हम ये जान सकते हैं। नाउ वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट हाउ द पावर कैलकुलेशन regarding the poverty gap index. This is calculated, the formula is given here. You can say that 1/9 sigma n z numbers z v z. We will explain it, and through this graph or through this the picture you can know the exactly how the cycles of the poverty is going. So you can see and see. If you do have any doubt regarding in that, you can put in comment box, I will reply that. Now the squared poverty gap index. The squared poverty gap index is also known poverty severity index or it is related to the poverty gap index. It is calculated by averaging the square poverty gap ratio by squaring each poverty gap data. The measures puts more weights the further poor a person observed become falls below the poverty line. जो स्क्वेयर्ड पावर्टी गैप इंडेक्स है वो और भी इम्प्रूव्ड है, बोथ दो पावर्टी इंडेक्स अभी हमने एक्सप्लेन किए हैं। द स्क्वेयर्ड पावर्टी गैप इंडेक्स इज वन फॉर्म ऑफ ए वेटेड सम ऑफ पावर्टी गैप्स एंड द वेटेड सम ऑफ द प्रोपोर्शन टू द पावर्टी गैप्स। इट मीन्स वी आर टेकिंग द टोटल नंबर ऑफ द पुअर, जो हमने अभी बात की थी, जो हम लेते हैं, तो उसके अंदर हर का वेट कि इसका कितना इनकम का, वी आर टेकिंग द डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ वेट, और डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ जो गैप इंडेक्स है उसमें दोनों के अंदर वेट लेकर तो हम आपस में क्या कर सकते हैं, वी कैन मेक द कंपैरिजन ऑफ इट, एंड दिस इज द मोस्ट अप्रोप्रिएट मेथड फॉर द मेजरमेंट ऑफ पावर्टी। SEN index recommends refer to a related poverty gap index. It is calculated as follow. Formula is given here, you can see, where H is the head count ratio and GZ is the income Gini coefficients. तो गिनी कोफिशिएंट्स ऑफ ओनली द पीपल बिलो द पॉवर्टी लाइन, कि जो लोग पॉवर्टी लाइन से नीचे रहते हैं उनको ये मेजर करता है थ्रू गिनी कोफिशिएंट। नाउ वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट poverty reduction, how the poverty can be reduced and how the poverty can be eradicated, because poverty is also one of the biggest worry of every nation. Increasing supply of basic needs, because whenever the population will be increasing, the supply of the basic needs, or you can say that the production of the goods which are required to fulfill the basic needs, so they are not produced in comparison to the number of the people are increasing or the population is increasing. So there is demand and supply. Supply is not available at the people they are demanding. So the basic needs जो that is required for the survival of human being, उनकी supply क्या होनी चाहिए, बढ़नी चाहिए। Increasing supply of food and other goods. Other related the foods, because if we measure the poverty, we are taking the two important things, one is the income and the second is the nutrients or the calorie intake. So food is an important requirement, so that must be taken into consideration. Increasing supply of health care and education, water and energy utilities, because these all things are important for the survival of human beings. Education is also important for to use the good skills, knowledge, because if the people they are educated, they can get the good employment opportunity, they can use good skills, productivity can be increased. Like the health facility, because if the human capital is healthy or human resources are healthy, we are also human, if they are healthy, so they can contribute more to the productive activity, productivity will be increased. And because for the survival of human, water and energy, that is also prime requirement. If you see in Millennium Development Goals, कि water and energy, that's a duty of every government, they should have to provide to their people. Removing constraints on government services, because some services are not accessed by the people of this because of low level of income. So such kind of the constants if are removed, so that can be each and every individual they can use it. Reversing drain, because sometimes the people they don't get or they don't find the good opportunities in their own country, so they are shifting from their country to other nations. So if all these opportunities are available, good doctors, engineers, good entrepreneurs, so they can use all their skills and knowledge in their own country, and the people of this country that can be benefited. So that's what kind of the provisions or the facility must be provided by government, so that brain drain that can be stopped or that can be reversed. Controlling overpopulation. Population is also one of the biggest problem of every nation, and including India. India is also suffering because of the growth of population. So such kind of the rules, regulations, law must be framed, so that people or the people they must be aware or must be informed. Such kind of the awareness program must be started, so the people they understand the small family system, two-child norms, and the government they should come forward to make such laws, so that can help to make the country less to stop the problem of the overpopulation. Increasing personal income, because when we calculate the per capita income, so per capita income there is a income of the millionaire, billionaire, income of a poor, income of the middle, higher class, the people who are living below poverty line. So focused must be कि individual income must be increased. We should have to provide such an opportunity to each and every individual who are engaged in maybe in agriculture sector, industrial or the other sectors of the economy, so their individual income must be increased. Thank you very much for listening me patiently. If you do have any doubt, any confusion, you can put in comment box. Certainly I will reply that, and I will be happy to interact you all through the comments. And you are also requested to subscribe this channel and give your comments on it. Thank you very much.